Hi Taurus, this is Crystal Rose with Comfy Soul and I'm here to do your reading. So today I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot and I'm going to finish with Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. The links for those decks will be in the description below if you want to purchase those, okay? So I'm going to take a look at your situation, what's going on around you, and stay focused on how you're feeling so we can move you forward, okay? Let's see. I like to have music on in the background when I'm shuffling. So right now I have it on the Michael Bublé station, full disclosure. And that doesn't always mean just Michael Bublé. That's like Tony Bennett and other crooners and things like that, right? So right now is Save the Last Dance for me. Don't give your heart to anyone and don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're going to be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? Oh boy. All right, so your current situation is some kind of fuckery. Let me just start with that. Devil energy right off the bat is your situation. Restrictions, commitments, attachments. This is like I'm latching on like a fucking barnacle to a seashell. I'm even seeing like more than that. It's bigger. I'm seeing a whale just covered with barnacles. Save the whales. Okay, let's keep going. What is going on? Looks like you're leveling up in the form of your passion and the way that you view your own self-confidence. Now, it is a minor glow up. It is a beginning stage of freeing yourself from the energy that is attached to you. Now, the funny thing is, while you're trying to run the hell away from this energy, like just straight up, right? And you're like, hell yeah, that's how fast I ran. You're still in conflict. I feel like, so Spirit's given me a picture of somebody who is running away from the scene. So house is on fire, shit burned down, they're still there screaming and yelling at you. And then you, as you're running away, run back to yell some more, to make sure they burn in the fire. I don't this is drama. There's no need for you to turn around and look back. I know people do it. That's what humans do. But there's no need for you. And that seems to be causing you some conflict. Okay? It's like you're headed towards the drama regardless. Okay? Let's see why. Actually, let me look at the other person for a minute. And why is this devil energy? Tell me more about this devil energy. Let me show you. This is somebody being puppeted. This is someone being worked. This is an attachment that is controlling, right? Okay, so let me see. Tell me about this. Interesting. So there's a sense of security with you. They're attached because there's a sense of security, and I think that they also like the way that you speak. They like the way you take care of them, and they like the way that you speak. It's like you have wisdom that makes them feel grounded and secure. Is that your job? No. Hopefully you've learned that. Let me ask, did you learn that? Because I still see you running back into the fire. Okay? So let's see. What did you learn? You didn't. Let me see. Oh, all right. It's confusing to you. On one hand, you're doing you, you're taking care of you, you're feeling confident and recognized. Like the fact that this person is still attached to you and still wants to be with you is somehow exciting to you. It's like, oh, they did see me. They do love me. Like I can appreciate and accept that, right? But while you're sitting here feeling like that's a good beginning for them to want to be with you, you're still hanging tight. You're flamingoing on one foot, trying to keep your balance going. Is this safe? Like, that's probably a sign of a good beginning, is someone's attached to me and they're stuck to my energy and they want to be with me. But I think that you've relied on that too much. I feel like that's the conflict it's causing you. This is mental conflict. And I think it's because, you know, logically it doesn't feel good to have someone that attached to you who's tugging on your energy. It's smothering. It's like they're pulling you back into the smoke of the fire, and it's choking you out, okay? But you like the attention. So I think that the part that's confusing you is you may or may not realize this person is a soulmate to you. This person is definitely a soul contracted connection that is meant to be there, and this is on purpose. Let me see what you're going to get out of this. Because as far as the other person's concerned, they are truly in love. I mean, I've pulled 2 out of 3 cards so far, and we've got a love beginning. That they're thinking, I'd like to offer them a real romance. I'd like to make a real love offer to them. They're solely focused on it. This is the thing that's filling them up. Their focus on you is the only thing that's making them happy. That is a codependent red flag, just so you know. Also, could be very genuine, but I want to see, you know, what else is tied to this. And remember, considering they had an attachment to you in a devilish kind of way, it's probably more codependent than anything. They feel in love with you. They feel that you love them. They feel this is a very happy beginning with 2 people who genuinely love each other. Okay. Song playing is Home by Michael Bublé. Baby, I'm done. I gotta go home. Let me go home. It'll all be all right. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home. So someone wants to come back to you. You feel like home to them. Okay? Let's pull this last card for their outside behavior. They're holding tight to this idea. They're also holding their energy back. So while they're thinking about sharing this love with you, what they're not doing is telling you how they actually feel about you. They're not willing to give all of their love and share this with you. They're holding tight to their purse. It's too scary for them to share this love with you. Is that fair to you? No, because here you were giving everything. I dropped a card, so I'm going to look at that in a second. This was you giving them everything, and then them taking. So when you finally started to run the hell away, the conflict is you still have feelings for them. There was still a connection that you know is genuine, but it wasn't healthy, right? This is about their hoarding energy. So let me see. They see you as a boss. They see you as like the end all be all, like someone who's in charge of their home, their domain, their career, maybe entrepreneurial, someone who takes charge, someone who is a leader. I feel like they didn't have their own leadership skills. All they had was feelings, and they wanted you to lead their life for them, basically. You were supposed to be their rescue, their answer. And maybe that's the habit that you had, right? Let's just ask, is that a habit that you have in relationships? I keep dropping all your cards. I feel like everything's super unfocused here on both sides. Like, it's a beeline towards each other, and at the same time you're running because it's not safe, but you still like to look and check in if the fire went out and if it's safe. Like, you would literally live in a house full of charcoal and be like, cool, are you going to be cool now? I can live in charcoal. Don't settle for that, please, okay? Don't settle for that. What was my question? What you learned. So you are learning to be more of the king of your own domain, more strong, little less conflict. You know they love you, but it doesn't make sense for you to go into the situation. You understand that them chasing you makes you feel really fucking good, right? But what are you going to do with this? Because I need it to be that you don't only attach to people or let people attach to you that are seeking your good feels, right? Like, that's not how you get your self-worth fulfilled. Self-worth means you love yourself. You did this yourself. Not, I need attention from other people in order to feel like I have value, right? You need to know you have your own value. That will allow you to keep walking away. So let's see. Did you learn from this? Not exactly. Not exactly. That might not leave you entirely safe. On one hand, you're all up for the adventure, but you're also, I think maybe it's kind of stalkerish of them, the way they're following you, and it's making you feel like, all right, they really want this, and I'm really enjoying this passionate adventure of them giving me all this time and energy. But I think that you're just taking that recognition and putting it in other situations, or like looking for other people to fulfill that space. So it's removing this body, but still wanting another body to come in to still keep this passion, fun, adventure thing going. I don't see that you've learned the lesson of really owning your strength in a way that doesn't have to do with sexual energy or attention seeking, if that makes sense. Okay, so I want you to be loved authentically. And in order for that to happen, you have to love yourself in a way that doesn't have to do with your appearance, how much weight you've gained or lost, how much attention people are paying to you. You should be very self-sufficient in your energy in order to attract a proper relationship that is going to honor you for the right reason. You understand? So let's see. What do they want you to know? Yeah, that's the message you needed to hear. They need you to surrender to the fact that you're not entirely happy sitting here in the middle without them. This is a time for you to heal and pick up and move on your own. I'd like to ask them what they want you to move towards. What do they want you to do with your energy? So the song that's on right now is A Beautiful Day, Michael Bublé. It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If I'm drinking, then I'm buying. And I know there's no denying it's a beautiful day, the sun is up, the music's playing, and even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining, because I'm glad that you're the one who got away. It's a beautiful day. It's my turn to fly, so girls, get in line, because I'm easy, no playing this guy like a fool. Now I'm all right. See, this is attention seeking, next, like I'm good, I love me, next, but might have had me caged before, but not tonight. Maybe you're being genuine. This fire inside, it burns too bright. I don't want to say so long. I just want to say goodbye. It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. Maybe you are doing the right thing. Let's see. You're close. You're close. You're finally understanding it's Judgment Day. This is your call. You get to say whether or not someone's loving you for the right reason. I'm also still hearing this is self-accountability, and it has to do with you facing your own judgment of yourself and how you receive that. So definitely this is a come to Jesus moment for you, where you are realizing that you need to go about things a different way if you want someone to be with you for the right reason. Okay, let's go to angels and ancestors and get you some advice. My time with thinking of our breakup. Let me see. Because I'm glad you're the one who got away. Because if you ever think I'll take up my time with thinking of our breakup, then you've got another thing coming your way, because it's a beautiful day. So you are looking towards the future. I just need you to know what habit of yours it is that you have to change. Like how to not so much flaunt your you, your essence, your thing. It's humility and still confidence, but not gained from others, gained through and in and of yourself, because of you, because you're awesome, right? Okay, let's see. Spring, see your seeds grow. So I'm hearing this is something that kind of came to a head in the spring, where maybe you recognize that they actually do love you because they were being extra crazy, or this is when you broke it off and started to see your own value. But I'm seeing that there's a reason that you're still thinking about this, and it has to do with the fact that it wasn't just for nothing. There's a reason that you have this energy and your attachment, right? Because you're also attached to them. That's why we had the devil card in the middle. So don't lie to yourself and say you're not attached. I'm calling you out. Okay? So I want you to know it wasn't for no reason. This is something you're gaining from this experience, and it's not for nothing. There is a good beginning here. They do love you. Their energy is loving and honest. There's a beginning here. It's just not ready yet. Okay, so what are you going to do in the meantime? Because I already hear you. Like, I learned my lesson. I'm out. I don't want this. And I see that. But as much as you logically know that, your heart says, I'm waiting to see what happens and if they ever come correct. But I honestly don't want to spend time and energy on this because I learned my lesson. It was painful. You learned and you're just getting your strength back, right? Okay, so what else are you getting? Yes, that was your wisdom. You finally got wise from this situation. So if they come back around, because I totally see them wanting to come back around. They're not taking the action yet, but they want to. What are you going to do? You're going to use your wisdom. You're going to be devoted to yourself, okay? Self-devotion. This is a solo guru sitting under a tree meditating on his value, his worth, the universe, how things work, and taking the wisdom of what you've learned and applying it. So make sure that you don't get taken advantage of, okay? Let me see how this person is taking their outside actions out into the world, right? May or may not be directed exactly towards you, but I'm sure the energy is, I mean, I can tell you they're obsessed about you in a very romantic way. It's super romantic, and I don't know if they showed you that before, because remember, they were hoarding their energy, right? So I don't think they showed you all of the romance, but they really love you. It's twisted, so twisted. Madly in love with you. What? This is passionate, and this is all the love in the world. Some of them want to have like a family situation with you, the kids, the dogs. At the very minimum, they feel completely whole and emotionally content with you. They know that you nurtured them. They know that you're nurturing. Okay. They also know that this was a healthy beginning for them to think about how they were in the situation with you and why they were attached and why they were acting the way they were. But they still feel the passion. They still feel there was a good beginning, that you guys had a great connection. They really, really enjoyed the connection. Okay, any actions they're taking at the moment? Because right now I just see passionate feelings, right? One last one just to make sure. I'll have you know, the positive thing I'm seeing is they're starting to fulfill themselves. They're starting to get their head wrapped around like, I can be happy. I can be free. I can fill my own cup and not drain them silly, right? I don't know why I said it like that. I would never say drain them silly. Like, whatever. Maybe your person talks like that and that's significant to you. If that means anything to you, please tell me, because I want to know why that came out of my mouth, okay? You make them giddy. That's why I said that. You seriously make them giddy. They really see you as like the perfect situation and opportunity in person. It's not just what you've created and how you are at home. It's how you are with animals. It's how you are with people. It's how you own the energy and make them feel safe and protected. You take charge, and they like that. And I think that before that was triggering for them. Let's double check that. Was that triggering for them? Yes, it was. They were very concerned, super concerned. They did not feel safe. So I'm going to say that this person had a controlling situation before where they didn't feel safe and they didn't feel like their own person. And when you gave them freedom, they were afraid that it meant you didn't really love them, but you're just not a controlling person. It made them feel less valued and loved because they weren't controlled. So they were in the habit of being controlled, and to them it was foreign for someone to give them freedom. So they had to reconcile with that and realize that now that they have their freedom from you, that they didn't necessarily want because you're the one that ran, they want you, and for the right reasons. And they're sorry they held back their calm, loving energy and the safe feelings that you gave them. They want to give back to you in the form of, I feel safe now because of you. And I want to be safe with you. And I don't want to drain you. I want to just be love with you. Okay? Let's go to angels and ancestors and get you some advice. So right now the song is Michael Bublé featuring Nelly Furtado, Quando, Quando, Quando. You mean happiness to me. Oh, my love, please tell me when. Every moment's a day. Every day seems a lifetime. Let me show you the way to a joy beyond compare. I can't wait a moment more. Do, 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 Tell me cuando, cuando, cuando. For those non-Spanish speaking people, that means when. Just say it's me that you adore. And then, darling, tell me when. So they really want to know that you haven't forgotten about them, that you still love them, and when it's safe for them to try to come back. Because for them, every moment's a day, every day seems a lifetime. Like they cannot stand to be away from you. Not getting business feels here. This is very much a love reading. This is all about your self-worth and sense of security and not overgiving to people to feel seen and recognized, okay? You're the shit. Just want to remind you, your angels and ancestors are definitely guarding you in your passionate ways, and you are on fire, and I see you owning your strength. I'm going to give you credit. Make sure you give yourself credit for owning your strength and getting on the right path, okay? Lots of fire in this reading. Lots of fire. This is you standing your ground. You got your shadow work. This person reflected back at you why you needed to stand up for yourself. And you might have tried to do it within the relationship, but that's not how this stuff works. You can't tell someone how to treat you and then not back it with your actions, right? You want them to back things up with their actions. You have to show them that you value yourself enough to keep walking, right? So now that you've done that, you're finally able to recover, right? And they see your value fully, completely, now that they've distanced themselves from their own fear, right? That had nothing to do with you. I don't want you to think that any of this had to do with you or how you acted. They have nothing but love for you. It's never about you. It's always about how somebody else has to deal with themselves when they're acting like a fucking weirdo, okay? All right, what else? Oh, this is beautiful. Live and let yourself, or love and let yourself be loved. This is you really owning your heart, your passionate energy, and putting it back on you in your self-love. You don't need to be with somebody else to feel validated. You can love yourself and feel fucking amazing, okay? I like this. And I like that because you're honoring and loving yourself, this is why you've attracted another person who's coming in to fully open up their heart and love you. I mean, this is all heart. This is all love. This is angelic. This is giving. It's nurturing. It's self-nurturing. I'm going to congratulate you on what you've accomplished. This is damn good because I saw you went through hell. And even though you have someone attached, it's not completely negative. Now, you might think it is because of what you went through, but it's not. It's really nice. I did not mean to spend this much time on your reading, but I feel like you really needed to be honored for how far you've come and the lesson you learned. Just don't forget it, okay? All right, I'm going to leave you with that. If you like a personal reading and you want to see how far along you are in your healing journey, or you want to get a description of the person that's coming in, you want to see if they've changed, you want a heads up before they actually show up because your wall's up, please come get a personal reading. The link is in the description below, and you can head over to comfysoul.com for that. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate you giving the support. It's the little red button. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.